Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're going to do more wiring and some more line making. Stay tuned. Thanks for tuning, guys. If you haven't yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button and hit that post notification bell to stay up to date with this build. With that being said, let's get into it. Alright boys, it's coming to an end soon. Well, actually not an end, a start. Our fittings came in for our fuel lines, for our coolant. I just need to pick up some lines maybe, or maybe I'll just use braided and I'll use just a worm clamp or something like that on them just to keep them all black. Got some wiring to do. Got to check out these sensors here and make sure it's all good. I'm going to be wiring in the fans first up. So we'll go into the car and I'm just going to chop the DPOs that I sent out here. There's no need for a DPO over here. I'm also going to hook up the boost solenoid with the DPO in there as well. So we've got 3 used down there. So we've got 1 spare one to go. Also, my prizes started to show up that I won. And I've got a GeForce 3 from GFB. That's a boost controller, electronic boost controller. So I'll use that one independently for the GT35. Obviously the Haltech's going to be controlling this little fella down here, and yeah, I'll have electronically be able to control the GT35 now, so that'll be good. You can put safeties and everything into that. You can hook it up to your airflow or air fuel ratio, so if you get lean it cuts boost, which is great. Also the Haltech will be able to do that. Haltech's going to see a lot more boost, so it's going to save. We've got two measures there. Now, the wideband, the Haltech wideband, I just got an email today saying it won't be in for another couple of weeks to their facility. Then it's got to get down here. So this input, I might end up running that to the narrowband, which is going to be down there, and that should hopefully get us to do a first start. Once a Haltech wideband comes in, we can chop that and change that into something else. Yeah, let's get started on some wiring. Alright guys, so I've wired in the boost solenoid and the fans, which are normally down here, the ECU. So these purple ones coming out somewhere around here and not connected to anything. Might just roll them up and stuff them under there, insulate them so they can't touch on anything. But I am looking for my wiring for my air temp sense and my coolant, just to make sure I haven't put the wrong wire on. This white one is the one that's going to the Haltech. Same with that one, but I've got a black and green. I just got to make sure they are the right ones. Alright, so I found the air temp sensor paperwork, and it's a signal ground, and I've got a signal ground to that in the loom, which is also a signal ground here. Maybe it's just because there's no airflow and there's no coolant in there to actually give it a temp. It's just open still. But I'm going to get back into the Haltech and assign the fans and the boost solenoid to the DPOs, and I'll have a look at what I can assign this AVI to. Alright, it's about midnight. I haven't done any of the fuel lines yet. It's been chasing my tail with some wiring. I'm going to check the coolant temp sensor and find the wiring for it. So I'm going to head inside tonight and just quickly check on the Haltech website. And tomorrow I'll come out and hopefully fix it. I was sitting there thinking, well, it's sitting at 120. I've just wired up the thermo fans and came out and touched the relays, and they were super hot. I mean, it's on for so long. Obviously, I don't have the fans in, but the relays were on. Yeah, got to figure this out. Hopefully, I can sleep tonight. Oh, boys, it's the next morning, well, the same morning, about 7:30 before work. As you can tell, I'm in uniform. This has been bugging me. I think my earth isn't good, so I'm gonna put the multimeter onto the sensor, and I'm gonna try some different points for the earth. If that doesn't work, I'll pick up some 15 amp earth and run it to the battery, because that's the one thing I haven't done. What the SU said to do is to run the earth to the battery. Yes, I fixed it. It was just a setting in the software. So we're at 17, 18 degrees. Was it 17 before? So it was just in the wiring. So pull up enabled. So now you're at 3.91 volts. Shake. And feels about right. It's awesome. Still need to figure out this calibration. I put in the calibration that was sent with the Omni 4 bar, but it doesn't go below 0.6. So we're sitting at that. Alright, that's gonna make me feel better today. I'm thinking about all of that now. So when I get home after work or later tonight, I will get stuck into making the rest of the lines. Hopefully we can get the GT35 on. Alright guys, I'm back. It's about 8 o'clock now. So let's get stuck into it. Before I go putting the GT35 on, we need to get the dump pipe on. And I still haven't welded in the O2 bung, so I need to do that. So a bit of chopping, a bit of welding. Yeah, this will actually be the first time I've put everything on with the wastegate down there too, so hopefully we are all good. Also guys, the intercooler that I won came in today, sitting in the back seat of the Foz. That'll be next time the engine comes out. We're fiddling around with that. Also, I was thinking throughout the day about the wideband, because obviously we need narrowband, wideband for everything to work. And this is the analog input. I was going to put that down to the narrowband, and then I realized that I've actually got an analog output on the AEM wideband, so I could just run a wire up here to this one and connect it here, and then when I get the Haltech wideband, we can just chop that and get rid of it and just use the Haltech. So that is the easiest way to do it. So just send a wire up, and I'll use this sensor that's sitting here. It's going to go into the downpipe. Yeah, this looks really messy. I might have to do something about that. Anywho, enough chatting. Let's do the dump pipe. Alright guys, the O2 bung is back on. It's really hot still, so while that's cooling down, we'll get back over here and we'll start making some coolant lines. So we need to go from here over to there, then from there to over to the area where the GT35 is going to be. Also need to go down there and do the cylinder 4 coolant as well. Then we'll do the fuel line here, and hopefully it's cooled down by then and we can start getting the GT35 on. Alright guys, I think I've got some dirt on my face. Anyway, I've done coolant line from this hard line here around to the reservoir, instead of going through the hard line up and over and coming out high where I want the intake to go. So I'll drop that down nice and low, also it doesn't go through here. I do have fuel line going through there, so I can still lift up the manifold that way if I want to work in there. Done the cylinder 4, just need some more clamps. As you can see, there's not one there anymore, but yeah, we've got that one done, and it seems like it's time to get the dump on and start trying to get this GT35 on. It's the first, I probably said it just before, it's the first time I've tried to put this on with a wastegate down there, so might say a few words and get a lot more sweaty next time you see me. Alright guys, I am struggling to get this wastegate on down there. There's enough room to have it on there, but to get it on there, I was just thinking before I started recording here, maybe I need to cut this straight bit and put a joint in it so I can get the wastegate on and then slide this up, connect this section, because this is very frustrating. This oil drain I can all work quite well actually. Boop, and go under there. Might be able to see I don't have all the bolts in the back here. Still need to have another wastegate here. I don't know. Oh, the wastegate's going to take up all that space. Maybe I'll just do something with it. Vent it to recirculate it back to atmosphere, should I say. That's a proper terminology, isn't it? Alright guys, I'm going to call it a night. I've got the oil feed up to the GT35. I've got the water return ready to cut tomorrow. I've got this sitting in here so you can see how close everything is. Obviously it's going to be heat wrapped. Turbo beanie on. I've got the fittings on the return. It's like 10 mil. That's right. All good. And then I need to actually rotate the cartridge there. Yeah, I need to rotate it. So this is on top, the drain will be on the bottom, and the water will be going straight down. So then it's going down to the TD05, and then I can make a line for that one, which I've got the fittings for. See this white wire? That's to connect to that guy actually, but down here for the Haltech. For now, got the front timing cover on, got the pulley on. Alternator's just sitting there, just so we didn't have a live wire hanging around. Yeah, come back tomorrow. Alrighty guys, it's the next day. It's after work now, and we got a lot of work to do still, but we need to take things off to redo it. I ordered a 3-inch V-band to go onto the end of this, so we'll be able to put the dump in from the top and join it at the bottom of the straight. It's going to be much easier to do wastegates and just pull everything apart. So I'm going to be doing that next episode. So guys, if you enjoyed this episode, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button, and I'll catch you next episode, and fingers crossed we get a first start. Bye.